Andy, you decide not to start Marshall, but he comes in and goes 8 for 12 from 3, scores 28 points to lead you. Just talk about his performance.
It was a genius move, wasn't it? You know, I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. We had a long talk after his 4 for 17 performance, and looks that were much cleaner than the ones he made tonight. I just think sometimes you can try too hard, especially when you make a living shooting the ball from 27, 28 feet. If you're trying too hard, it works against you. So I'm just trying to slow him down a little bit. I want to put the 5 most veteran players that we had in our program, the guys that had logged the most games in Ole Miss uniforms, and that's what I did.
Andy, just talk about the team. You played well for 40 minutes, not a 15-minute and cruise the rest of the way type of game.
I thought we were really locked in. You know, Auburn's obviously had their struggles, but no one's done that to them. You know, they've been competitive in all their games. And, you know, as you well know from covering the league, there's very little separation when you get past Florida. And, you know, anybody can beat anybody on any night. So for us, it was just about getting right. We hadn't played well. You know, obviously we're discouraged by the fact that we dropped a couple of road games and we had a chance to win, but we didn't play well. I just wanted us to play well, and I thought the score would take care of itself. So I was pleased. We were really locked in defensively. It's the best we've rebounded the ball in quite some time against an Auburn team who does a good job in that area. And then obviously when you make shots, things look a lot better. You know, Marshall, I think he was 5 for 6 in the first half, and with that, I think people relaxed more in the second half. And then when he's making shots, the defense gets overextended. We were able to play behind it some at the basket.
Were you curious to see how he would react?
No, I had a talk with him. You know, we talk every day, believe it or not. I think I talk and then I listen. I'm not sure he listens, which is the goal. But we talk most every day about a lot of different things, and he's a team guy. He really is. He wants what's best for the team, and I think he responded well.
Andy, you touched on a minute ago about the rebounding. You guys, the last couple of games, did not do particularly well there. Did you challenge them in that regard today, or did you see anything different that led to the rebounding that you had today?
You know what's crazy is when you look at the numbers, we just got rebounds from a number of different guys. Our guys sometimes watch and they want Reg and Murph to get them all. And, you know, Murph went through a little bit of a slump. He's now had back-to-back double-doubles. But prior to the South Carolina game when he had 19 and 13, he had not had a double-double in over a month, which is shocking when you think about it. And that's one of the reasons we've struggled a bit. Reg has been carrying us on the backboard. Today he only has 4, but getting 6 big ones out of Snoop White, getting 6 big ones out of Terry Brutus. The other guys, you know, Derek and Marshall, everybody chipping in with their share. That's what we have to do. We have to do it as a team. And I thought today we defended it as a team. I thought we shared the ball as well as we have for us. 18 assists off 27 made field goals kind of shows that we were sharing the basketball.
Coach, I was going to ask you about Snoop White. He seemed to do a little bit of everything today.
That's what he's got to do. When we recruited him, we challenged him. For him, this is a perfect line, 13.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals in 22 minutes. He guarded Frankie Sullivan and did a good job on one of the better scoring guards in our league. That's the Snoop White that we need down the stretch.
Andy, are you and your players paying attention at all to the NCAA talk and all that stuff?
Well, you can't. You know, I think Murph discussed it last time he met with you guys. You can't avoid it. It's everywhere. If you watch college basketball, you can't avoid it. So we don't walk around with our head in the sand, but at the same time, we don't walk around and pull for Portland State either. You know, no offense to Portland State, but we don't get into that. We get into what can we control. And the reality is we got to control these next 4 games on our schedule. And at the end of the day, and I've said this from day one, the numbers have to make sense. And as we're playing, the other teams are playing, numbers move day to day. And at the end of the day, we've got to make sure that we get enough under our belt to give ourselves a chance.
What do the numbers say to you right now with where the team sits?
Well, I think for us, if the tournament was today and we lost all the rest of the next 4, it probably doesn't look very good. But that's not our plan. You know, our plan is to try to grind out 4 more wins. And then with that, if we do that, I think mathematically that would put us in the top 4. I don't know where, somewhere 2 to 4, which means then you've got a game against a quality opponent in round 1 in Nashville. And by then, I think the numbers will become much more clear to everyone.
Last question.
Did you sense over the last couple of days after the disappointment in Columbia that guys maybe relaxed and focused in on one game, or did you sense any, there didn't appear to be any symptoms of panic today?
No, you know, we just, again, I talk about 3 key elements with this team: energy, focus, and toughness. If you don't have those 3, you're not going to be successful. I think our energy's been okay. Our focus has not always been as good as it needs to be as it relates to execution, as it relates to doing stupid things that put us in harm's way. And then we've got to be tougher. We've got to find a way to get it done. I was proud. I thought we were good in all 3 areas today.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.